like every night there, I remember she would go, I can't believe you didn't like try anything last night. Like you're not even kind of making a move at all.
She actually would say that.
Yeah, and I'd go, oh, well, then tonight I should definitely make a move. And she'd be like, hey, get in bed with me. And then she'd be like, you're so nice. Like there's so many not nice guys in my life. She would tell me another story of being like sexually abused, right? Like each night a new story of something terrible happening to her sexual. So you're like,
yes, it's like what's that story?
Don't do anything.
The classic Arabian literature, the something of Shahrazadi, where she tells a story to the Sultan every night to not blow him.
Yeah, but then she would say like, come on, are we gonna do something like during the day? When she was in the room, she was naked. She was like, it was just. So
she was working you. That's how she was working you.
Maybe I get.
Listen, it's not, and I don't mean it like a. It's working you in a way that girls like that do. Where
the whole thing is she really never got anything from me, and she like.
It's not that.
And we always stayed like friendly. She was always like stayed friendly and in touch. But still,
well, it's that's all fine. The thing like that. This is not the tragic part of it at all. The thing is, like, when you talked about it later, I remember you telling me in the car, I was like, ooh, you like, all right, how did it set up? Like, you were on this trip and like,
yeah, so
she's like shaving her beaver in front of you and shit.
Yes.
And then on the way home, you haven't hooked up because the time she's like, why are you going to make a move? And then as you make a move, she goes, I was molested. You're like, ooh.
Yes. And then the night we're driving home, the last night, because at that point I could have stayed and drove home the next day. You know what I mean? It's always like an excuse to do that and stay in the hotel again. But I was just like, and it's not happening. I'm just going to bed. Like I'm not even playing like, video games in my room, which I might have been doing. You know what I mean? Like anything that I would have been doing.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Laptop. It was just like
you're just sitting
stuck there
like,
with somebody who's not, fucking you and feeling uncomfortable. So we're driving back. And I think it was whatever, the radio was on and System of a Down came on. Is this what you're talking about, Kurt? That's like
no, not that. In fact, I didn't even want to get into that part of it because that's like she had a fucked up background. And by the way, it's a very common thing because when somebody gets victimized in any.
Oh, you mean about the actual story that she told?
No, not the story. The thing of where you were like, I know you would like, you probably are way into me. This is what I remember you telling me. In the
Go ahead, please.
Like,
you might remember
on
it
the
better.
way home, and she just kept like, I don't know. It's like you're a really nice guy and like great. And you made a joke like, you just don't want to because I'm fat, like something like that.
Oh, yeah, dude. I swear to you.
Saying it to be funny. You're like, it's just everything except because I'm a fat guy. And you heard nothing coming from her.
Yeah, she was making the nailed it on the head face.
She was going,
yes.
Oh, thank you for saying it.
I've told that on stage before years ago, and that's come flushing. That's come as you said it. The scene in my head came flushing back to me. Yeah, she was making like the.
Yo, listen. What is this girl's? What is this girl's teenage trauma compared to that? I ask you. The thing that's so funny is like, oh, this because I'm probably too fat, babe. You go. That is such a milk. You don't have to do this.
Dude, Christine had to stop me before for like when we hook up with like chicks, especially was like a fan or something who knows my comedy. I go, here's my dumb little dick like I talk about. And Christina eventually goes like, will you stop pulling out your dick and saying it's little first? Like, it's so weird. Like, it's not. She's like, it's not little. And it's like a weird thing to say at first. Like, here's my little dumb dinger. And like, shut up, dude.
You call it a dumb dinger?
Here's my little dumb dinger.
Check out my pud.
Girls, hey, you girls want to take turns on my pud or what?
Because I can't get right.